Here we go!
Hey everybody, what's up? This is GamerBlake90, and welcome back to my playthrough series for Sonic After the Sequel. We just cleared Horizon Heights, which is the very first level in the game, and now here we are speeding on through Sugar Splash Zone. Lord, I cannot talk today. What is going on with me? And yes, there are waterfalls made of sugar, but you can either jump up or slide down Sonic style, like so. And also, you run along these mountains of sugar right here. Look at the change of expression on Sonic's face. That indicates that he's on a sugar high, and while he's under that status, he gets a dramatic boost in speed. It is insane. It's one of the crazy gimmicks to Sugar Splash Zone, and one that's kinda, well, it can be fun, but at the same time, if you're not careful with your speed, it can turn into a double-edged sword. Especially if you aren't entirely accustomed to how the level is designed, so you do need to be careful with that. And yes, as you've seen, Sonic does have the ability to run across water, provided he's built up enough momentum to do so. But that's not going to really mean anything. You don't have time to jump afterward, because you might run headlong into walls that will in turn cause you to fall into water. And then you have to deal with the threat of drowning, of course, as it is an underwater level, so be very careful here. Luckily there are bubble shields to help deter that threat, assuming that you can find them, and also be very careful about trekking along those waterfalls there, because there may be threats along the way that will slow your progress down, like these annoying little buggers right there with the spinning rotors. Let's not run into those head on, because I'm not trying to lose any more rings than I've already lost. But speaking of rings, compared to most Sonic games, they don't seem all that easy to come by in before and after the sequel, something I've noticed. I think the fan games slightly up the difficulty curve in comparison to the baseline Sonic games, and they seem a bit more built more to cater to those already familiar with the origin of Sonic, as opposed to newer players. But even then, newer players can still find all kinds of opportunities with which to enjoy this game, without a doubt. But that was kind of a useless placement for the Mountain Sugar right there. Oh well. Oh shoot! I got carried away! Oh wait, there's a bubble shield! Come on! I just gotta get it! Whew! I got so preoccupied trying to talk and play at the same time that I forgot we're on a timer under... What? Huh? Wait a minute. I hit a spike bed, but I lost rings and not my bubble shield? Bit of a programming oversight for the game, I'm noticing. Huh. Ah well, doesn't matter. Let's take out those guys and go waterfall surfing. Woo! Sonic learned hidden machine number 7, waterfall. If y'all didn't get that reference, you may be a little too young for that. Is it the end of the first act? I think it is. It is. First act done with. Now, Sugar Splash is one of the shorter levels in the game, as it has only 3 acts and no boss act. After you finish the third act, it just takes you straight into the next level, which, if memory serves, is Cyan City. But in the meantime, let's not jump that far ahead of ourselves. Let's take a moment to appreciate the awesome futuristic background that's right by us, which also happens to be Cyan City, while we're over here at the sugar-ridden factory. And we'll get to go surfing along Cyan City's rooftop soon enough. But until then, let's speed on through Act 2, which, for some reason, I'm not able to speed along the water there? I think I built up enough speed to pull it off with. I guess I can't do it while I'm in a spinning animation? Let's try this. Nope, that didn't work out too well. Alright. Next time I run across water, I'm gonna see if just running normally will give me the ability to run across it, because it's a bit of a... There it goes! Alright, I understand how it works now. So I guess you can't run across it if you're spin dashing, which is an odd limitation there, considering that I remember some games where Sonic can spin dash across water and still move across it just fine, but oh well. Also, this feels like we're inside Wacky Workbench. If you could not recognize that factory-like background right there from Sonic CD, it was partly borrowed from Wacky Workbench. That might make it look like a Sonic mod to you, but this is in fact a fan game, which is dramatically different from the Sonic Mania mods that you've seen me cover. And what's the difference, you might be wondering? With fan games, you build these from the ground up. Engine, graphics, and whatnot. And yes, you do borrow from some elements that were already established by existing developers at the time, but other than that, you're still constructing it all yourself, inspiration or not. With a mod, you're just slightly changing up the coding for an already existing game to alter the experience for it. A good example of a mod or a hack, as it used to be called in the earlier days of Sonic modding, would be some of the Sonic Mania mods that I've shown off on this channel, like the stage mod for Parhelion Peak Zone, among some other examples. All of which are incredibly fun, and honestly, I think that's part of the reason why the Sonic games here have maintained their flavor of gameplay for so long. There's always something new to try out with them. Of course, to actually enjoy that benefit, you would need to be playing the Sonic games on PC. Luckily though, games made in an art style like this aren't terribly demanding on your CPU's processor, so even if you have like a lower tier PC, you could download this game and be able to play it just fine. Now, for the slightly more graphically advanced games, or drastically more graphically advanced like Sonic Unleashed, Generations, and so on, you're gonna need a pretty powerful PC to enjoy the benefits of their mods. Plus, I don't know if there are any mods for Unleashed, but I definitely know there's been quite a flock of Sonic Generations mods. Anyway, by this point, we should be nearing the end of the second act, aren't we? I think. Let's take the spring up here. Oh yeah, watch out for those guys right there that look exactly like bombs. But if you want to talk about the dark red badnik on the right there that we just destroyed. If you let it sit for too long, it'll eventually flash and then spew out a barrage of fireballs at you, so don't just sit there for too long and let it have its way. Otherwise, you might have a rough time. Yeah, I think we're definitely near the end of the second act. Now, if you hit badniks like this on the side, you'll just bounce off of it, like if it were a bounce pad or a bumper ball. Yeah, that's the appropriate term for it. You have to hit it directly from the top to take it out. So, just a note there to stash away in the back of your mind for when you try this game, which I hope you do, because for a Sonic fan game, it's super engaging. And in addition to tying together some of the events from the more legendary classic Sonic games, it also runs amok with creativity in terms of shouting out other existing elements in the Sonic fan base that weren't, well, not fan base, excuse me, in the Sonic lore, that weren't necessarily tied into the classics to begin with. By the way, that's the end of Act 2 for Sugar Splash there, which leaves us with just the third act, but I warn you, it comes with a slightly annoying gimmick that can really throw you for a loop if you're not prepared for it, and you'll see what that is in just a second. Now first, the music kind of gives you a Sandopolis vibe, but in reality, it works quite differently from that of Sandopolis, and thank God for that. Yeah, that's it right there. That's the gimmick I was talking about. Occasionally, these bursts of blue energy will wash across the level like that, and once they touch you, well, as you can already see, it changes up the physics drastically. You'll get thrown to the side for one, and potentially taken out of your spin dash animation if you're airborne while it's going on. And it will also give you a prolonged time in the air after your jump, as you might have already seen there. So in ways, it could be used to your advantage, but at other times, it can actually hurt you like right now. I was about to take out that badnik right there, and then the blue blast came along and was like, nope, better luck next time. Now, I can't really tell what exactly that burst of energy is. Like, I don't know if it's a side effect of movement or something, like the building we're in is actually an aircraft that is occasionally gaining bursts of speed now and then, or if it's something else entirely. I don't entirely know, but Anyway, let's keep it on going. This is a relatively short act to speed through as long as you're precise with your movement. You just have to be ready to predict this incoming now and then. Alright, now we have this. That might help mitigate the effect brought on by these blue bursts, like that right there, because it'll take you straight back to the ground after you double jump. And that might come in very handy for you. In fact, I know it just now did. Crap, I missed a jump there, but this is one of those times where the blue energy wall there actually benefited me. So, I guess I should be thanking whoever came up with the idea. Alright, yeah, be very careful. You have to time your descent through these sections so that you don't run into those badniks while they've got their rotor spinning around their bodies. Otherwise, it will hurt. Oh, crap! Crap! I did not see that guy till the last minute, and I just ran right into him. Now my shield is gone! And it was quickly becoming my favorite shield, too. Like, in between the fire shield, electric shield, and water shield, I always thought the electric shield was the best out of the three of them. And the spike shield is an ever so slight variation of that particular shield, with some different functionality, but as you'll most likely find out for yourself as you play through this game, it has quite a lot of applications to it. Well, like I said, kind of a short act, if a little bit, what's the word I'm looking for? If a little bit delayed along the way, because of the times where the energy burst did not work in my favor. What are we doing with Dragon Ball Z sound effects in a Sonic game? And again, the Dragon Ball Z and Sonic franchises do have some relations. Supersonic, anybody? And that also happens to be the reason why Hypersonic has yet to come back after Sonic 3. Alright, we're out on the top of the Sugar Splash Factory. Eggman is still running away like a coward. In fact, he's going right past what seems to be Cyan City. Is that a snowflake? Or is it just me? Well, that's a weird way to transition to a cutscene, but yo, this art style is pretty sick, man. I think it's a kind of a variation of Toei Sonic. And by Toei Sonic, I mean the animation style of a Sonic used for the cutscenes in Sonic CD, as a reference. Wow. Alright, so we're definitely looking over Cyan City, and I think that ship right there is a possible prototype of the flying battery ship that you will eventually see in Sonic 3. Because again, transition game between Sonic 2 and Sonic 3. Now, there's no title card to show off the first after Cyan City, but take my word for it, we are at a new level entirely. And though this video is a bit on the shorter side, seeing if there's no boss battle and all, there's plenty to experience about this game, so I think that's a fall we'll take for now. That'll do it for this video. Next level, I'm going to check out Cyan City Zone for Sonic after the sequel, which will definitely have a boss fight. And I think the level after that comes after Cyan City, I think, is the first I've made it into the game without actually beating it. Because again, I wanted to save my first experience of the complete package for all of you to see. So on that note, guys, if you haven't joined my Discord server yet, it's going to be in the description below the video. That's where you'll get instant updates on my content, whether they be videos or streams. Stop looking at me that way, Sonic! And you can also interact with your fellow viewers there and potentially promote your own content if you're a creator like me. So, check it out. And if you want to see more of my Sonic content, ring that bell, hit that subscribe button, and leave your likes and comments. Each piece of criticism out there that I get is appreciated, along with every bit of support that you guys can throw at my content. And I'll definitely be sure to return the support whenever I possibly can. Whenever I'm not busy with my own content. Alright, that'll do it for me, guys. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I know for a fact I did, and I will see you in my next episode. Take care, later.